So well guys, smartwatches don't have to be expensive anymore. But are those cheap smartwatches from China really worth it? I would say let's go and let's find it out. So look what I found yesterday in my mailbox. This is the brand new No.1 G4. And if you follow my channel for a longer time, you know I had the G2, the G3 and all those No.1 watches. And basically most of them had pretty decent quality. This one here is really different. So it aims still low budget people. So it's $40 with free shipping from most of the shops. Now I've got it with DHL Express, which took a week. So with a free shipping it can take 2-3 weeks maximum. And yeah, this is how it looks like, and I have to say it feels very, very cheap. So, but before we talk about the watch itself, I want to talk about the package and what you get for the $40, because this is way cheaper than any smartwatch you can probably buy in your country. So this is the package which arrived. Now, as you can see, very small, so I did not pay any custom fees yet, because we're a very small and a very cheap product. So let's talk about the specifications, so what you get, what it should be able to do. The CPU, it's the MTK2502. It doesn't run Android or Android Wear, something like that. Basically it runs that own native MTK operating system, which is, yeah, kind of strange. Now it comes with a full circle screen. That's pretty good, just like the Moto 360, and it has no black bar at the bottom at the top. It just has a black outer circle, so basically for the connectors, but it looks pretty good in my opinion. It has UV detection, well I'm never sure if this thing is working, and it has a misspelled thermometer. Heart rate sensor, SIM card support, that means you can put in a SIM card, do phone calls, and it has a micro SD card slot, so that is actually looking pretty good. Now inside of the package you can find just a USB cable, so this is how it looks like, and it's like a MagSafe adapter, but the worst thing I've ever seen. Whoever designed that, dude, you failed really hard. Alright guys, it also comes with a user manual, but Chinese and English only, and very short, so it's more a quick starter guide. So let's come to the smartwatch itself. Let's check it out from the outside. First of all, when I was taking it out of the package, I thought this must be a toy watch, like, you know those claw machines where you just put in a coin and then you can, yeah, move around that claw and grab those watches. It feels exactly like such a watch. So I'm not really sure if you can hear that, but well, the strap is absolutely crappy. Now, you can also buy it with a leather strap, and you should definitely check out the video I linked down below to GearBest, because she said a laser strap and it's so hilarious, you need to check it out. Yeah, here we have got the strap, and it's made out of metal, but very cheap one, and you see all the parts are moving a lot, so it feels like low quality. Now at the top, yeah, steel, stainless steel. I think it's just a chrome finish and one cheap metal or something like that, because if you check this out now, it looks not really as good like on the pictures. The smartwatch itself just has 2 buttons. So for instance, one button to turn it on and the other one, yeah, turn it off. So those 2 buttons, that's basically it, and a fully working touchscreen. So that's pretty good. On the bottom side, you can see the chassis is actually made out of plastic, which kills the overall design of the smartwatch to be a stainless steel smartwatch, just in my opinion. So the watch itself, it's not waterproof, so there is no seal inside. You can wash your hands, but don't take it into the pool or whatever, don't go swimming with it, you will kill the smartwatch. So as I've told you, microphone, you can do calls without a smartphone, that's a pretty cool thing. But now I want to show you the charger, and the charger is really the biggest fail ever. So you can only put it on in one direction, so because of the poles of the magnets here inside. So you can only get it in the correct way, but as you can see, it comes immediately off once you connect it. The magnets are so weak that the weight of the cable is pulling off the connector. And this is the crappiest thing ever. I mean, stronger magnets are just like, I don't know, 1 or 2 cents. So yeah, the connector is one of the most important things. At the night you want to get off your smartwatch, you want to charge it, and if you put on the connector it fails, and tomorrow you wake up, your smartwatch is empty. This absolutely sucks. So, well, this is definitely the worst cable ever. Okay, then let's have a look at the smartwatch itself, because the rest is not too bad at all, but the cable definitely sucks. So, you guys know me, I will always give you my honest opinion, and this time I have to be like that because the cable is crap. Alright, so let's take off here the bottom plate, and there you can find some pretty impressive things. First of all, the battery is detachable, okay? That means we can take it out. But the next design fail, it's soldered with a cable to the motherboard, so you can just take it out to put it a little bit beside and get in the SIM card and the SD card. And this is pretty stupid. Now, if you make it detachable, why not with a connector? It's like, I don't know, not even 1 cent more expensive or even the same price. I really don't get it. So also here at the bottom, you have, for instance, a speaker, which sounds okay, and a heart rate sensor. So to measure your heart rate, which I think should actually work. In there, this is pretty cool. It comes with a micro SD card slot and with a SIM card slot. Both fully working. I have 8 GB inside and my SIM card, and it's working like a charm. I can open up pictures, I can do phone calls, and this is actually working really, really good. You can change the strap, but then I would get the leather strap, which is fake leather but feels way better than the metal, as I've mentioned before. You can change it. But you know, a good strap is like $10 extra, so you could also almost save up for a better smartwatch at $60 or $70, like the No.1 G4 or something like that. I will link it down below. So the last one I reviewed, which was not too bad at all. Alright, so this is the smartwatch from the outside, and as you can see, it's a pretty strange product. Now, cheap metal mixed with plastic, non-waterproof, very wobbly, and all in all, the design. Now, there are many fails here. So I would say let's jump directly onto the smartwatch and let's check out what we can find there. So ladies and gentlemen, there we go now. Here's the No.1 G4. Let me show you what you can do with it. So basically you have here 2 buttons on the right side. If you press the bottom button, it turns on the display and it also shuts off the display. The top button just turns on the display. But you can also use it for the menu. So here you can see, for instance, now one of the clock faces. If you double tap, you can change the clock face, and there's some pre-installed clock faces, but well, not too many, and installing them on your own, I think it's not possible or pretty hard. Alright, if you swipe to the left, then you can actually get here to the digital clock, and now you can also see there's a status bar. For instance, if you connect it to your network, messages, and also the battery status. If you swipe here to the left, you can now see the menu. This is how the menu looks like, and if you can see, if I swipe here, now the transitions, sorry, I'm kind of laggy, so the smartwatch is really not the fastest watch I've seen so far. Alright, so here we have a dialer application. Now it's connected to my smartphone over Bluetooth. It's the Lego Shark 1. And yeah, there's no SIM card in the Lego. So basically if I enter here like 147, which is a popular hotline here in my country, well, with my big fingers, it's pretty hard to get the correct buttons. So if I do here a local call, Bluetooth call is not working because there's no SIM card inside. So I get here no SIM error on my smartphone. So I can go back and basically do the same. Oh, come on. Go back here and do the same with a local call, which uses the integrated SIM card. So it's now calling 147. And it's pretty cool. You have the same like on Android. You can switch it to speaker, mute, and all that. And yeah, it's pretty cool that you can do calls with your smartwatch and not only with your smartphone. So it's like Knight Rider. You can talk with your hand. Sounds pretty awkward. All right, here we have the phone book, and here you can basically input context, nothing special. Here you have messages. You can check out messages. You can reply to messages, but it's a pain in the ass to write on that small keyboard, honestly. Here we have call logs. Basically, you can see who called you, missed calls, and you also get notifications. So this is perfectly working fine. I think I don't have to show that. Bluetooth, so pairing with your smartphone can be a little bit tricky now on iPhones. Well, I couldn't get it to work. On Android, it's working perfectly nice. Here we have remote notifications, but I'm using actually a different application. Here's the app downloader, so you scan that QR code, you get to the applications in order to install it. Yeah, that's it. Here we have the settings. So there we have phone settings, which is the smartwatch settings. We have your time and date, language, input method, display settings, main menu style, flight mode, and miscellaneous like display timeout settings. Right now it's on 2 out of 5. The display is really bright, so 2 or 3 out of 5 in sunlight conditions is great, and 5 out of 5 I would say it's battery waste, but it's very bright and has great viewing angles. So I think the display is really okay. Yeah, that's it under the settings. Let's go to the next point. We have a different main menu theme. So circular one, looks a little bit like an iWatch, and there we go. Here's the normal main menu style with all those icons there, so whatever you prefer. We have motion gestures, so there's a motion sensor inside. There's flip to mute for incoming calls, there's flip to mute for alarms, wake up gestures, so this is perfectly working nice. We have a video player and imaging viewer, but I'm not using that because you have to copy it to the internal memory to the correct folder, and it has 128 megabytes of integrated memory and 64 megabytes of ROM, which is nothing. Alright, here we have an audio player, so I'll later show you or actually give you some music playback. We have a Bluetooth camera application, so this is basically like a remote control for your camera, Bluetooth for your camera on your smartphone. We have a voice recorder, we have different themes, so basically it just changes the image on the main menu. This is absolutely nothing special. We have here an alarm, so this is working nice. I never wake up in the morning, but with a smartwatch on my wrist which vibrates, then I always wake up. We have a calendar, calculator and a stopwatch, nothing special. We have a pedometer, so you hit the start button, it's counting your steps, and this is working nice. So I took around 12 steps and it showed 10, so this is okay and accurate, so sometimes not so accurate, but I would say for the price it really does the job. We have a sleep monitor which is tracking your sleep regarding with your movement, so there's a motion sensor inside, and I haven't used it, I think it's totally stupid. We have a heart rate monitor. It's using the heart rate sensor on the back side, and basically I can put my finger on there. Let's try to measure something. It's pretty strange that you have to press your finger against the screen here in order to measure, so this is actually new. I've never seen it on other smartwatches. And there we go, it's now measuring. And before I tried it, so I did speak quite fast, and I did breath also really fast, and I could get over 80. Here right now I get 75, so guess what, some number generator, I don't know, but well, I never used those heart rate monitors at all. We have here a reminder, so if you should stand up every 30 minutes or 1 hour, so something like that. We have here a thermometer. And this is basically showing your body temperature. So for instance, right now it shows, I don't know, 36, 37, 38. Takes quite a while to measure. I hope my finger's on the sensor. And there we go. Honestly, I have to say, yeah, it's working, but I wouldn't trust that. We have UV detection. I mean, we can do that here inside. So, right now there's actually no UV from the sun, but you should just try it in sunlight conditions. I'm not really sure. I think there's just a light sensor inside and it's measuring the intensity of the light, and this should be here quite high. No, it says here lower. Well, I don't know how it works. If you guys could tell me how it works, I would be really happy. We have different audio profiles and we have anti-loose detection. So you can also press find your device and then the smartphone vibrates. We have power saving mode, but this is basically, I think, just reducing the brightness of the display. We have a volt clock which shows different time zones. And let's press the button here to go back, or let's go back here like this. We have a file manager, which is really useful because here we have the watch and here the memory card. If we go into the memory card, that's my 8 GB memory card. It's working perfectly nice. For instance, I have here a picture on my memory card, and I can open it up here, and as you can see, pictures are looking pretty good. So that's a thumbnail from one of my images. You can swipe it between different pictures. So to cheat on university or on tests, I think it's actually a good deal. Alright, so that's the button to go back here. So the upper one, watch a memory card, and here we have the volt clock, as I've told you, and we have that vibration thing here. So if you press it, it vibrates. I have no idea what's the actual idea behind that, but this is how it works. Alright guys, so we have now checked out most of the things here on the smartwatch, and I would say now, let's jump quickly to the smartphone. Let's check out the application. So well guys, the smartwatch is now connected here to my smartphone, the Lego Shark, and I have to say it's a great smartphone. You can check it out on my channel. Well, there you can see connected, and we have here the Mediatek smart device application. It's not fully compatible, so there are also different applications like the Fundo application, which is basically a fitness application, and there's not one unique No.1 application. So here you can see it, Fundo Wear, it's called. And it has features like you can sync your heart rate, you can sync your steps and all that. Honestly, I'm not using that at all. Here you can see, for instance, the Mediatek application, and there you can also not do too many things, just install casual stuff, and that's it. If you want to have notifications, they're working straight out of the box, nothing to do. You can also see, for instance, notification connected. I get notifications when I install applications, and this is working fine. But anything more than that, you need to install install Bluetooth notifier and all that, but yeah, I'm not going to mess with all that. So basically it's just a Bluetooth remote device with not too many features at all. So talking about the battery life, now I think it's not bad at all. I've used it now for a day, and you can see it has like 60% of the battery left, and you know, you have to reduce the brightness to the minimum because this display is actually really bright, and if you don't use a SIM card at all, you also get more battery life. And if you use Bluetooth with not too many notifications, then I think you can get a couple of days with one full charge. But as you can see, as you've seen before, charging is really a pain in the ass. So now guys, the final question. Is the smartwatch now worth it or not? I don't want to hate on No.1 products, and I really appreciate the efforts and everything, so the whole power engineers put into a product. But here they failed in many ways. Honestly, I have to say the old No.1 watches, I like them more. But this budget one, you know, $40 or $40. And if you're on a tight budget, and $40 are actually like, for me, I don't know, $200. And then I would say better save up your money, go with a different No.1 watch, or even think if you need a smartwatch, because as you can see, the features are pretty limited. Now it's more a toy than anything else. So, well, as a little gadget to play around, and if you don't care if you lose it or break it, well, go for it. But everything else, I would say, not worth it at all. So the different smartwatches, actually many from China, even for $10. If you want to get into smartwatches, buy even a cheaper one or just save up for a proper decent one. I'll link you some down below in the description. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this review. I hope this was not too much like hating on the product, but I have to say I'm always honest with you guys, and I hope you guys appreciate that. So I will never sell my opinion, as I've told you in several other videos before. Now thanks for watching. If this video was helpful, please leave a like and a comment down below what smartwatch you like. So what's your favorite smartwatch? We'd really like to see a discussion getting started. Check out ChinaDevices.com to get the latest products. We'll also have a big relaunch soon, so stay tuned. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you very soon in the next one. Bye.